that better? Oh. Right, I think that works. The issue we have is I think the microphone on my laptop's broken. So if this isn't very good, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not very good at all, is it? Ah. Yeah, I think the microphone on my laptop's broken. So I have to use the webcam one, which is terrible. Where have I been? Nowhere really. I've just taken a bit of a break, I think. Just not really wanted to do a lot. Been playing a lot of darts really, and then on Sundays just chilling out, I think. Nah. Well, at least Nightbot still works. Ugh. What I'll do for the next one, possibly tomorrow, is I'll plug my actual microphone in. But the problem is it's like a condenser microphone, so it only really works close up. So I'll have to put it like on a stand or something quite close to me. Yeah, I thought I'd jump on, do a stream. I've got some videos coming out soon, hopefully. Oh dear. Oh dear. 66. Signs of my right-handed throw are starting to show. Hit 180 so far at home, threatened 2 at the pub last night. See, you don't need to change your setup. Keep slipping up my hands. Let me switch to my darts. I have been playing with this set, which is it's from my second batch, so they're a bit grippier. I don't know if they've been made differently, but they feel grippier, like straight out of the box feel grippier. So I've been using these, but sometimes they feel a bit too grippy. So that's better. They feel a lot better. Ugh. Is it the new Loxy stuff that your videos are based on? No. I don't have any of that stuff. Well, actually, I do. I have. I can get them. Hold on and pop the chat out real quick. Pop that out. Minimise that so I can see what's going on. There we go. So I have these. These are the Jules Van Dongen darts. And the flights, obviously. Hit a 180 with those the other day, which is what they want me to do. So I've done that. I've got another set, but they've not been released or announced yet. So I can't really show them off. Lovely and straight. Look at that, look at that stack. Look at that stack. Beautiful. No, these are, there's going to be a practice game which I've been playing, and probably a couple of, there's going to be, well, I know for definite there's going to be a practice game, a couple of reviews, and another thing that I'm doing. There was 2 on the picture you tweeted. Yeah, the other set. I'm not allowed to show the other set, I don't think. I can show you. How much can I show? No, I can't show anything. I'm not going to show it. Well, I probably can. I'm probably allowed to, but they've not been announced, so I'm not going to bother yet. Football Now TV says 141. Let me just check out 141. We'll give it a go. That was unlucky. I didn't even think I was going to get the first treble. Oh, I find it a double. I'll show you the box. I really like them. These are the first time I've seen the new boxes. I actually really like them. So there's that one. And here's the other one, the sort of more generic range. I say generic range, the ones with like generic names or nicknames are sort of more comic book themed, which I like. So these are Connor Pickett darts, as you can see there. They're his darts. They're both 21 gram, which is 2 grams lighter than what I like, but when you get sent stuff for free, you can't pick and choose, really. Should we give the Van Dongens a throw? Because I'm allowed to, because I've hit my 180 now, so I ain't got to worry about messing up the flights. So thin. I don't know the dimensions. That's the issue. They're definitely longer than my darts. Let me have a look. They're probably 50 mil, maybe 52. I'll take the stem off so I can see. Yeah, they're 50. Yeah, probably 52 mil, maybe 50 mil. And they're probably 6.2 too wide maybe. Quite thin, obviously at 21 grams, so. Webby, how's it going? All good, thanks. Hope you're all good. Horrible happened to Ashley Westwood today in West Ham, Ben Mead's first game. Yeah, I saw that. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. Happens. I've not done the same thing, but I made a tackle. I've been playing football and dislocated someone's knee. It's not nice. Ooh. I do like the longer darts. Not longer, but I don't know. I just feel like you're getting a nice release. Better with these are my normal darts. Cool. The only problem I have with 21 gram darts, or lighter darts, sometimes they go a bit all over the place. Hitting the treble. Hitting the treble. He says, as he doesn't hit the treble. Go nice and straight there, which is nice. I like the grip on these. I think once they wear down, they're not going to be as grippy as my darts, possibly. Sort of like a Gary Anderson sort of twin ring style grip. I think if you took the paint out, they'd be really grippy actually. Tops. Miles away. Let's go back to my darts. Shall I show you how grippy these points are, by the way? Right, so these are 40mm points, right? They don't look as long from far away, but you get, well, when you have them in your hand, but then when you put them far away, they look massive. I mean, the points themselves are only 8mm shorter than my darts. But I've got another 2 sets of these. I can cut down to 35mm, I think. Anyway, right. So, if I literally just do that, like the smallest bit, and they hold and hold and hold for quite a while. Sometimes they even stay in. I mean, look at that, and that's literally like, literally to like maybe there, like the end of my nail, like literally only a couple of mil of the board. So you think like, if you were to really chuck them at the board, they ain't coming out. So as much as I used to bash these points, they do have a purpose, but I still don't think they're worth the money. I think roughing up your points is probably a better idea. Unless you have a real issue with like darts falling out or bounce outs or whatever, then they're probably worth it. going to. I wasn't doing it. What am I going to do? Oh yeah, throw a different set of darts. I've picked up a couple of sets since I last streamed. These are the Thornton darts. Where's the logo? There it is. The Thornton darts version 1s, are they called? Very nice dart. Didn't take me long to hit 180 with these when I first got them. Ooh. That's all those points are archery, roughed up 50p silver points, they scuff up and sell for £5 plus. I mean, kind of, but they're not really roughed up. They are sort of made with not specialist equipment, but certain equipment that some people don't have, and they're made like really well. Like they're not just chuck them into a machine. But yeah, I don't think they're worth the money, but they're definitely not just really. They're not just randomly roughed up. There is a process to it. So I'm gonna have a set. Well, I have 2 sets cut down to 35mm, I think. Oof. I pulled it. What sort of tournaments have people been playing in recently? I've been playing loads of darts recently. Just finished up my Thursday Winter League, playing the league singles. Lost to a teammate that I play with on a Wednesday now, so I play Wednesday night Summer League. Just finished up our Friday League season, and I'm still playing Super League. So we've the last couple of weeks, we've been playing 4 nights a week. Well, not this week, but the week before I was. Mr. Deering, how's it going? Yeah, so played Super League the other week. I've got my highest average so far. That was when I switched to medium stems. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, average 24 and a half, I think it was. Which isn't anything amazing by most people's standards, but for me, since my highest average was 22, and that was when I played someone who averaged 27, it's pretty good. So, I averaged 24 and a half and 1-4-2 after being 2-0 down. I won my legs in 13, 20, 21 and 22 darts. The leg I won, to bring it back to win my first leg, went 60, 180, 57, 180, 24 out in 1 dart. Probably I think it's the best leg I've ever thrown competitively. Might be the best leg I've thrown ever, actually. Right, stop throwing these now. dropping darts. 60. Going to, what have I got coming up next week? What have people got coming up? Got no darts Tuesday, got darts Wednesday, got no darts Thursday. I've got league singles Friday. And what we got? And I'm on holiday after that. And then I've got a tournament at the end of the month. Ooh. Anyone have any experience with having darts repainted? No. I can't say I have. What are you looking to get painted? Is it just some rings? It's 2 140s on the trot now. Generally, I think it's a pretty easy process. Unless you mean repointed. But I'm sure you've got a repointed tool. A man of your darting passion. Is the short dartboard good? Greetings from Belgium. Very good dartboard. I was gifted this by the darts referee actually for my birthday. He had used it, as you can see down here. This was the one he used for his video where he stabbed it with a rough point a billion times. But I mean, considering he stabbed it with a diamond point loads, that's still a relatively good segment. The wires are a bit there because the wires are painted white, but yeah, it's a really good board. Like, I've been using these points, the old vultures, which are a pretty aggressive point, but they don't really damage the board, on this segment now for a couple of weeks. It's completely fine, so I would definitely recommend it. For Love Darts Gen 1 and most of the black coating's come off, been using it since Christmas. PVD coating. I don't know, if I'm honest, because I would assume you'd have to get them fully stripped, which is a difficult process to get done anyway, because you need some like industrial acid or something to get it off, and then you need to send them away to get them recoated. So yeah, I don't really know. Because I think for like to get stuff coated, they need to be like completely clean. So you'd need to get them like, yeah, like acided to get the rest of the coating off. I mean, if you want to say, you can have mine, because I haven't touched mine. I don't use them. I mean, as nice as it was buying them, I just don't use them. Obviously, I've got my own darts, and they are nice darts, but they just sit in me thing. But then it's nice to keep them, because obviously Mark's a friend of mine, and they're like a little collector's piece, I guess. I'm sure Mark won't mind. Can't practice today, Saturday. My arm's aching after 6 starts, and then I've no throws I don't want to do, so I'm just sat watching you with football in the background. I used to play 5 dual core, good board. Now I play 6 regular, not good. Next board will be 180 Gladiator 3. Gladiator 3, make sure it's a Gladiator 3 plus, because the 3 is different to the plus, and the plus is better. But the 180 Gladiator is a very hard board. It is a good board. Oh, That's a blocker. And that's a bad dart. There is Ryan, but I've not heard good things about him. Not so much the coding stuff, but just some general bits. Bit of a... well, I don't want to say it, but yeah, I've heard some things. Nothing overly bad, it's just the way he is towards people, I think. I've heard some things. 60. What's your opinions? Plus I think Mark uses a mission shear on darts you reviewed, unless he switched to his Gen 1s. He has been using them. He used them the other week in Super League when we played against him. He won 4-3. I don't know if he's going to stick with them, but they seem to be going okay. But yeah, he got given them by mission. Opinions on pair flights. Let me get some pair flights out, shall we? I have a membership activated. No one's become a member yet, so I haven't had to worry about it. I thought it'd be a little bit more popular because I think I had a few people ask me if I was going to put membership on my channel, and I've done it and no one thingied. Yeah, so pair flights. You don't see them used too much nowadays. You usually just get kites and standards, but I will say they do serve a purpose, I think. I personally don't use them because they don't go well for me. But if you can control your dart when throwing them and you like the speed through the air, then why not use them? I've got some Harrows pairs here. There you go. Da, da, da. See these go all over the place, shall we? That wasn't too bad actually. They just sit a bit flat for me. But other than that, they actually go alright. And then, if you're a bit, you don't like the pairs, maybe you want something, you can get an oversized pair, which are these, which are a little bit longer. As you can see. Actually, I don't know if you can see it. Whoa, steady on. They're a little bit longer. And they supposedly add a bit more stability. These are, well, they were, they're not anymore, so I've seen them use standard since, but these were the flights Kevin Painter was using not too long ago. These won't go any differently though. They still kick out to the right. They're a little bit slower through the air. I should have the 138 pairs too, unless I've knackered them. I have them somewhere. I have them in here. And I have them on my Keith Della darts as well. I've got a couple of sets of them actually. There you go, there's Keith's, well, almost Keith's actual setup. Extra short stems, pair flights. Ooh. The micro coating started to wear off these, they're a bit slippy. I just put a load of chalk on them, that's what I need to do. don't know how he throws these. It's ridiculous. There you go. That's enough of that. Right, so do I play on Naka? Not really anymore. I used to a lot, but not anymore. Anyway, my setup. Stick them down there. Such a mess. My setup in matches, or has been recently, clear standard flight. Medium stems with my nickname on them, which is Bert. I have 23 gram custom darts, which are 48mm by 6.4mm, 95% tungsten, and 40mm vulture points, but they're going to be 35mm soon when I get them cut down. Don't you have the pair flights from back in the day of the 15 gram darts? No, not anymore. All I have is those. These are the only normal pair flights I have that are 100 micron, the Harrows ones. And then I've got like 5 sets of these because that's what they come in the bag on my Dragon. And then I've got the Keith Della ones, but I've got sort of like, you'll see it in the video soon because I'm going to go through all my collection and stuff, but I've got like I've got a set of everything. I've got a lot of standard flights obviously, but I've got slims, I've got Dimplex number 6, I've got standard number 6, I've got pairs, I've got kites. But yeah, just because I want to have like an area where if I have any mates come around and they want to test anything out, I've got everything they want that they can test out. I know Mark wants to do some coaching eventually. I don't know, obviously he's got a big collection of stuff, I don't know how many flights and stuff he's got or what sort of area he's got to coach in, but if he wanted to come around here and do the same thing, then he's more than happy to. Like I say, I've got a load of darts, a load of different flights, stem lengths and stuff. I just want to get like not one of everything, but like sort of almost 3 and 4 sets of everything. So I have like, if a mate comes round and says like, oh, can I test out these? Like, I will say, yeah, here you go. And then I can say like, oh, your dart's thing in through the air, you want to put like a longer stem on it so it thingies it. I've got the long stems just to stick in and go. Almost like what Mission do for 150 quid, but with less expertise. But I like to think I know enough. There's a nice area to play darts in, nice clean, raised hockey. Good light, good boards, TV, camera equipment so you can see your throw. Everything you could ever want. So if any of my mates are watching that live nearby and you want to test something out, you're more than welcome. I want to try slims. Do you like to make player setups? No, I don't like to make player setups, actually. Funny enough. Mostly because I can't be bothered to look it up, and also because I don't actually own that many player darts. I think all the player darts I own, well, I own a few. I've got all the Loxley players, give or take, I think. I've got Martin Adams, and I don't want to buy his setup because he uses Cosmos and they're expensive, and I don't use the darts, there's no point. Alan Suter's darts, which I have pair flights, but I don't have the stems. I think that's about it in terms of player darts. Don't have John Parts darts yet, but they'll be coming out next month. So I'll get hands on those. That description would work if there was a darts Tinder. That would do. I think really the only type of dart I don't have is like a 25 or 26 gram straight barrel dart. It's like the only thing I don't. Oh no, I do. Yeah, I do. I've got the Loxy Massacres, which is 25, but I don't have anything heavier than 26. $140. I thought it was 180. Unlucky. But yeah, I've got 16 gram darts, I've got 21 gram darts, got everything. And that's where those pairs come in handy, because if someone was to pick these up, which are just V180 Allen Tavern darts, and they were to stick it with a short stem maybe, short stem and a kite flight, which I have somewhere. There we go. Thanks to Dan at Quantum Darts for these, by the way. Sent them through with my grip tides. These will stand up a lot better because they're lighter, so the angle, the flight will affect the dart a bit more, even though it's smaller. So they go in, apart from that one which deflected, they go in at a similar angle to my standards on a heavier dart. Whereas if I was to put these on the Ryan Searle darts, they'd be all over the shop, which I'll show you now. Tell you what, take one off. Obviously the Searle darts are longer as well, which would so they're both the same setup. In fact, they're not much longer. One's 26 grams, one's 21. You see how different they sit in the board. I mean, they don't look much different actually, but this one is, I mean, that's the difference. If you see my hands, so this is like just above flat, and this one's a bit higher. Although saying that, they both went quite well. I'd be intrigued to see how well they went on my darts, but I'm not going to change my setup. Don't tempt me. Let me just swap all these over. So you learn stuff on this channel now and then. I actually, if I could control kite flights, I think I would use them, but I can't control them sometimes. When I'm throwing well, I can. It's a hell of a job to do. See, they're almost sat flatter than the Searle darts because of the long point. Ugh. Maybe with a longer stem they'd work, but let's put them back on there. I'm sure half of these streams are just me changing stems and flights. Oh well, all for educational purposes. So I actually really like the look of them. Just Union Jack flights with the old just white stems. Put them back. we go. Did I get any Easter eggs? Yes, there's one there. How long have I been streaming for? Someone know? 47 minutes, we'll go for another few minutes. See, these stand up. Considering I've got a long point and a long stem, they stand up quite a bit. What I actually found out is I think because the points are rough, they don't, Jesus, they don't go in the board, like, so they come in the board and they hold, because I think when they're smooth points or smoother points, they go in the board and they sort of like slip and come down like that. I'll have to slow-mo it, I think. We'll see. But 100. Any others? Oh, another thing I've got since I last streamed are these bad boys. Look at them. Little Delta style flights. I'll tell you what, they go really well. I actually really like the way they sit in the board. More surface area because they're wider at the top. They actually fly through the air really nicely. There's a guy who plays Super League for, who plays county for Suffolk, uses these shaped flights. I don't know where he gets them from. Because I think if I could get them freely, I'd probably test them out properly. But these are the only set I've ever seen, apart from on eBay. They're so stable and they're so consistent in their flight, which is really nice. Apart from that one, supposedly. The thing is, they're really slow through the air, which is a bit annoying. There you go, back in the box. So I don't want to throw them too much. So yeah, I had to, like, when I was looking for standard flights to buy, I was looking for like the biggest standard flights you can get, which are supposedly the roofless ones, which are what these are. So that's what I bought. And as much as I say clear flights, I don't really mind if I use clear flights or not. I think clear flights are the most consistent because they're a bit more of a plasticky material, so they don't break as quickly. And 45. Scottish Lad bought the Delta flights recently. Yeah, I said ages ago I was going to buy these for Scottish Lad and I completely forgot. And then I bought these because these were on, you know, like when you go to the pub and they've got like the card with like all the flights on it. These were on there, and I needed to spend a £5 because they don't take card. They spend a £5, so I had to buy like two sets of flights. So I bought them, and I bought some Union Jack pairs, I think. Hello Charlie, welcome, welcome. Charlie was there to witness one of my best ever checkouts at Super League the other week when I was talking about that game I played really well. I checked out 55 by going like that. The first dart was off the board. Charlie really enjoyed that one. I didn't need that dart anyway. Just try and recreate it. There we go. Look at that. Kieran made his own Delta flights as well, I think. Yeah, I saw that, but you can't actually do it because I get a flat. Need a flight. Standard. This one. I mean, both in blue don't help either, but if I put that on top of that, you'll notice that this comes out like way above out here, but then this flight at the bottom comes out more. If I do it that way. So the standard flight is wider at the bottom but thinner at the top. So the Delta flights are completely different in the way they travel through the air because they make them they're super slow because of these top corners. I think the more rounded these corners are, or the narrower these corners are, the quicker it goes through the air. So obviously if you've got a kite flight, which I have here somewhere, I've got another pair as well. There you go, there's a pair flying. Where have I put? Oh, they're on those darts again. Where have we locked kites? Here. They've got springs in them. Come on. There we go, right. So, obviously, a pair is about the same height. It's exactly the same height, this one, but it's super narrow at the top. So it's going to go really quickly through the air. And similarly, the kite is probably about the same height as well, I'd assume. Yep, but the kite is also ever so slightly. Well, it's not wider, is it? Yeah, it's slightly wider on the sides here, so it goes a bit slower through the air. So the wider you are at the top, the slower it is. So deltas are going to be like super slow. Standards are going to be slow. Kites are going to be the next slowest, and then you've got pairs, and then slims are just. I think pairs are probably still quicker because they're a bit more rounded, but slims just yeah. Put all these in the right drawers now. There. So organised. Easy one. Oh, a nice sort of vertical line there. Look at that. That's what you want. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll jump on the old phone. How's your notifications? Oh, right, so we're going to go random number generator, which comes up on Google. And go 61 to 130, generate 91, got to do it in 6 darts. Start on 5 lives. If you check out in 3, you go up 2. If you check out in 6, you go up 1. If you don't check it out, you go down 1. 85, 70, 64 left. Oh my word. Oh, better go 14s. That's so bad. Have you still got the Gillett darts? Could you have a throw with them? Okay. We'll give these a throw and then that'll be it. If I can find them. They're probably going to slip up my hands because they're cold. Generate. 76. $56, 26, 24. Slipping out of my hands, I don't like it. Right, so we're back on 5. 80. Jesus. 62. 60. 26. Ugh. 6 points. The goal here is to get to 11 points. 119. Ooh. 59 leaves me 60. Oh, that's poor. 4 points we're on now? No, we're on. We're on 5. 108. Okay. 67 remaining. Broken stem. 4 points. 116. Oh, that's harsh. 60. Gives me 56. Oh. 3 points. 64. No score. Not very good with these darts. Two points. 73. It's giving me easy numbers as well. Ooh. Oh, that slid down the end. 1 point. If you don't check this out, we lose. 1, 2, 4. Great. Good dart. 84. These are my tops. Everything's just. There we go. I slipped down my hand. I still got it. 2 points. 82. There's your 2. Ah. Oh. That's why I don't like these darts. That'll be 82 now again. So 14. 72, 68. Nope. 1 point. 73. Too high. Whee. 75. Okay. Ah. 20 left. One point. 71. Can you give me ones in the 70s? Left. Oh, that's terrible. 1, double 2. Oh, he's done it again. Saved on the last dart. 2 points again. 130. Highest check out we can do. Oh. Unlucky. 5 remaining. Gee, that's so dumb hand. 1 point left. Done that one 3 times already. 104. Good start. Leaves me 60. Oh, that's a dart at tops. Just slipped out my hand. Oh, terrible. That's the end of the game. 0 lives. Right, I think we're going to call it there. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. I'll have some bits up soon, so keep an eye out. And yeah.